great film. We all know how great Heath Ledger was as the Joker. We know how great the film was. But again, even in its greatness, it has its fundamental flaws that deviate from what is canon in the comics. Namely, that we go straight into the Joker, whereas in the comics, obviously it happens later on, but we have an understanding from the comics that Gotham undergoes a transition in year 2 of Batman's existence as the Batman. Namely, that it goes from a city that is ruled by criminals, crime syndicates, people that you would assumed to be criminals in the real world, to what we have now in Gotham, which is crazies, people like the Joker, people like the Riddler, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Clayface, and so on. And that's explored in the comics through a series of comic books. It's about 13 issues called The Long Halloween. The actual story follows a young Batman, District Attorney Harvey Dent, and then Captain Gordon. Notice I said Captain because he's not the commissioner yet, as they follow a serial killer who kills people on holidays. And during this, the comic then explores the much bigger, thing, the shift that's happening from normal to definitely not normal. And even though, like I said earlier, The Dark Knight does capture the Joker, it means the best Joker we've seen on screen to date, it doesn't quite, there was a missed opportunity, if you will, to explore the shift from regular criminals to crazy criminals. And then we get to The Dark Knight Rises, which is the third film. This one is mixed critically, and I think I know why, and I think a lot of us comic book fans know why as well. Because it felt rushed, and it was rushed, because in order for you to understand why Bane is the person that he is, why the events happen the way they are, you need to understand what the canon was at the time. So for those of you who don't know, a bit more nerding out here, and comics at the time in the early 90s when Nightfall comes out were very dark, were very grungy, and a lot of the writers were trying to kill all of our darlings effectively. You could see this in the death of Superman,